Alagang AMOSUP, Associated Marine Officers and Seamen's Union of the Philippines. Ang programang para sa mga Filipino seafarers at kanilang pamilya. Maghahatid ng impormasyon, magbibigay ng inspirasyon, at tatalakay sa kanilang mga sitwasyon, kalagayan at iba pang mga pangangailangan. Alagang AMOSUP. Kasama si Camille Simbulan dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko.
Magandang araw at welcome po muli sa Alagang AMOSUP, ang serbisyo publiko sa radyong hatid ng Associated Marine Officers and Seamen's Union of the Philippines o AMOSUP at ng Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Sa programang ito ay pinag-uusapan natin ang iba't ibang mga programs and welfare services ng AMOSUP para sa mga miyembro at dependents ng ating union. Tinatalakay din po natin dito ang mga napapanahong issue tungkol sa mga karapatan at kapakanan ng mga magigiting nating Filipino seafarers or sea-based overseas Filipino workers. Ang Alagang AMOSUP ay napapakinggan sa mga shortwave frequencies na 9.920 MHz, 12.120 MHz at 15.190 MHz. Sumasahim papawid din po ang ating programa sa flagship station na Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko 738 kHz tuwing linggo alas 7 hanggang alas 7:30 ng gabi. Special shout-out, syempre, sa mga miyembro po ng AMOSUP at sa lahat ng mga Pilipinong mandaragat sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo na nakatutok sa atin.
Alagang AMOSUP dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko.
Ayan, warm welcome po muli sa isa na namang makabuluhang episode ng Alagang AMOSUP. In celebration of the International Day for Women in Maritime, our theme for today is From Policy to Practice, Advancing Gender Equality for Maritime Excellence. Ayan, this special day observed every 18th of May celebrates women in the maritime industry. It highlights efforts to promote the recruitment, retention, and sustained employment of women at sea, raises awareness of gender equality in maritime, and supports the commitment of the International Maritime Organization or IMO in the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 5. So, we're honored to have a very special guest with us today. She is a third officer on board cargo ships and a graduate of the Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific or MAAP. She's passionate about life at sea, and she is also a content creator who shares her journey as a modern sea woman, offering a glimpse into the realities, challenges, and beauty of working on board. Siyempre, beautiful din po kasi itong guest natin. Ako, ang daming followers nito. Baka mamaya pwede nang i-share sa atin ang kanyang mga social media handles. No? Let us all welcome to Alagang AMOSUP, Third Officer Christine Reyes.
Hello po mga kamarino. My name is Third Officer Christine.
Ayan, welcome to Alagang AMOSUP. Thank you so much sa pagpapaunlak sa imbitasyon namin, Christine.
Grateful din po to be here.
Ayan. So, si Christine, gaya na nabanggit ko, she's an alumna of the Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific. Ayan. So, nung nasa MAAP si Christine, yan, siya ang laging nasa poster namin when it comes to, pag meron kaming mga International Day for Women in Maritime or International Women's Day initiatives, events, yung diversity, equity, and inclusion o DEI initiatives natin. Christine was the face of that during her time in MAAP. Ayan. Thank you for being that role model of women empowerment among your yung mga fellow cadets mo before sa MAAP. And ngayon ay nasa industry na rin actively sailing. Ayan. So, let's jump right to the interview questions natin na ikwento mo naman sa amin yung journey mo. What led you to become a seafarer and who or what inspired you to pursue a career at sea?
So basically, yung seafaring po talaga was never in my options to choose. I was during my K to 12 years, I actually humanities student po kasi ako. So
Okay.
seafaring was really out of the picture, and maybe that was the time when growing up, my father is part of the Navy, so maybe that was the reason why I got inspired. And there was a moment when we had the opportunity to visit him on board. My family and I had to see him, and I think from that moment I already fell in love. I immediately fell in love with the idea of sailing, of how ships are built, and I also got inspired by how he commanded his crew. And from there, I think that gave a really deep impression on me na to also pursue seafaring.
So anong reaction ng parents mo when you told them na I want to pursue this career?
They were actually against it since they know the fact that hindi pa po masyado madaming women on board. Like, until now, my recent contract, mag-isa pa rin po akong babae. So, they were against it. But, sabi ko sayang naman yung opportunity because, of course, with MAAP, we were promised that we will be having our own companies when we graduate.
So, how is it so far? Anong year ka ulit graduate sa MAAP?
Last 2023 po.
3 years ka na sa industry. How has it been? Yung experience mo on board?
There's a lot of challenges, that being sometimes I was given a ship wherein I was the only female. Not only the only female, but only Filipina.
Okay.
So most of them of my crewmates were all Russians, Ukrainians. So it could be very difficult. And also dahil siguro din po sa food, malaking factor din siguro yung walang maayos na makain because nga iba po yung nationality. But so far, everything's okay naman po. Masaya naman.
So you're on your third year, and I know there's been a lot of challenges right now in the industry. And yun nga, iba pa syempre pag babae ka in the male-dominated industry. If you're comfortable, can you share with us a specific challenging situation that you've faced and what specifically you learned from it as a woman maritime professional?
Other than the physical demands of maritime, as we all know, seafaring is a physically demanding job. But apart from that, I think it's that feeling of stepping into a space where you're already seen as an exception. Because when people hear the word seafarer, they often think of a man. Automatically po nila may isip na lalaki and rarely of a woman. So from the very beginning, there has been this quiet, constant pressure of trying to prove yourself, trying to belong, trying to show them that you're capable. So yeah, but for the longest time, I've learned to understand na the sea doesn't really care whether you're a man or a woman. It only responds to whether you're capable. You're resilient enough to do the things that are given to you on board.
Yung training mo sa MAAP, because I know how could I describe it? Talagang holistic kasi yung training sa MAAP, hindi lang sa academics, hindi lang sa theories, pero in practice. And at the same time, may semi-regimental training din kayo. So, how did that help you?
That actually helped a lot when it comes to being patient and resilient po talaga. Because especially as a woman, parang I was surrounded with for the first time ko po kasi galing po kasi akong all-girls school sa Colegio de Santa Rosa. And then, kaya it was a very big jump pagdating ko po sa MAAP kasi lahat ng classmates ko ay majority male. We were only 13 females in my class. So, medyo nakatulong po talaga when it comes to onboard practices.
And I can just imagine, syempre sa MAAP na iba nga yung environment mo na may mas male-dominated, lalo na sa barko na iba pa nga yung nationality na Asian ka. How was it, yung first year mo on board, when you got there, syempre kasi capable ka, you speak good English, and I'm sure yung training mo sa MAAP. How was the environment? Like, were you given the chance to to show them your capabilities? May mentorship ba? How was the experience?
During my first year wasn't really a very memorable one kasi po I think I was the first female cadet that my captain had on board, and that's why whenever he would see me on the bridge, kasi gusto ko po mag-aral in order to become an officer agad. He would always discourage me whenever he would see me sa bridge. Sabi niya, "Uy, ba't ka nandito? Doon ka na lang sa baba. Tumulong ka maglinis," ganyan. Since wala pa naman daw po siya nakikitang Filipina na officer. So sabi niya, wala ka naman chance dito, bumaba ka na lang. So most of the time, I was always discouraged by my mismong kapitan na po.
How did you take that?
I was challenged actually that which actually was a good thing because dahil sa kakaganon niya, he was actually the one who promoted me nung bago po ako bumaba. So that was the reason why naka-acto po ako agad.
Kasi minsan yun din yung kailangan mo. Diba? Sabi nga nila, yung diamond, to be able to produce a diamond, high pressure, di ba? So, ganun din yung sa pag-build ng character mo. And I'm sure it really molded you, no? To become better.
Yes po.
So, so next naman na vessel mo, ano naman yung experience mo?
There was a big change because I was already an officer trainee. So from there, I think medyo naka-earn na po ako ng respect and trust from my crew. But it's also difficult since we have some crew members who have yung mga old guys na who have that kind of mindset na lalo na po sa akin na batang opisyal ako, tas babae pa. So it was very hard to show them that every day of my days on board, I had to prove them na capable po ako. But yeah, okay naman po.
I can just imagine. Pero kasi pinapanood ko yung mga reels mo eh. Nakakatuwa kasi sinishare mo, you're giving us a glimpse of, your experiences on board na babae ka pero yung trabaho mo talagang walang kung anong ginagawa nila, ginagawa mo rin. And apart from that, sinishare mo din yung mga yung mga experiences mo ashore, di ba? Yung mga napupuntahan mong places. Can you tell us more about that naman experience? That side of the profession?
Of course, if there's a chance to go ashore, I would go ashore. Kasi syempre, I think my longest sailing would be a month because we had to go down sa Cape of Good Hope since Red Sea was
sa
closed.
Africa.
Opo. So yeah, after that, nung pagdating po namin sa Asia, it was masaya din po na nakakapag-shore leave from time to time. And yeah, like what you've said na, syempre, since hindi naman ibig sabihin babae ako, I don't get to do the hard work as well. I had to adjust and try on new things like yung kunyari welding, carpentry, things that I've never done sa lupa. So yeah, just to show them that na hindi naman ako nag-inarte and may ambag ako sa barko, I had to go with them and do those kind of things as well.
Malaki naman talagang ambag mo sa barko, being part of the crew, di ba? So, kasi di ba, syempre, lagi nilang sinasabi, mental wellness is a key factor in order to say na you have a healthy, a happy crew on board. So, bilang babae, syempre, ang dami pang intersecting issues pag babae ka, hindi ba? So, ano yung mga mental health, mga ways on how you cope when it gets really stressful, when the pressure is high, tapos compounded pa ng mga ibang experiences mo as a woman on board, as the only woman on board. So, ano yung mga ginagawa mo to cope? Ayan.
So on board, we have gym. Mayroon po kami sariling gym. So, yeah, I would...
Facilities.
We have facilities like that. Meron din po silang available na DVDs, PlayStation in order to maano yung boredom ng mga seafarers, they have provided that on ships. So, yun, I would mostly exercise or go around the ship lang din. And sometimes, kahit na ilang araw siguro, kahit ilang beses na ako nagbabarko, the sunset pa din and sunrise never fails to make me feel at peace. So that's one of the things that I hold on to.
The most majestic sunsets, no? Sunrise talagang sa dagat eh. So paano yun? Since only girl ka, so do you like, meron ka ring mga nagiging ka-close on board na, or is it more like, syempre iba kasi pag babae, pag meron kang kasamang kapwa babae mo eh. Or lalo na, sabi mo nung una walang Pinoy.
Opo.
How was that experience?
For me, okay naman po. Wala naman ako naging problem. But, kasi mahirap din po maging too close with the crew. I just, siguro may mga, pakikisama pag barbecue. Pero pag nagsistart na sila tumatagal na yung party, pag meron ng inuman, medyo nagbaback off na ako just to be safe din po.
Keep a healthy distance. Nakakabilib, no? Kasi syempre, the mental toughness and yung, syempre, ilang months ka doon di ba, na ikaw lang yung babae, ganyan. And syempre yung bigat ng trabaho sa halo-halo na. Pero tinan mo, 3 years ka na, and third officer, nakakatuwa naman, nakaka-proud. Okay, so syempre, alam ko marami nanonood sa atin, marami rin sumusubaybay sa atin ng mga women seafarers. And yung iba dyan, nagsisimula pa lang, o mas bata pa sa iyo, or yung iba, kino-consider nilang i-explore yung maritime industry. So, as we celebrate the International Day for Women in Maritime, how meaningful is this celebration to you as a woman seafarer? Lalo na you have a lived experience as an actively sailing seafarer. What does this day mean to you? 2022 lang to ni-launch ng IMO which I think dapat way before pa nagkaroon ng International Day for Women in Maritime. Pero to you personally, how meaningful is this day to you?
For me, this day is deeply meaningful because it only reminds us that our presence on board is seen, is valued, and it gives us strength to keep on going and more space for women to come in this industry.
Anong masasabi mo? Kasi meron kang, ilan kayo sa klase nung sa MAAP? 13?
13, yes po.
Do you get to talk to them also about their experiences? How are they now?
We do from time to time. We have this group chat where we catch up with each other, also mentor ourselves because some of them are, may mga nauna po kasi sumakay, may nahuli din. So, we still get to catch up.
How are they now?
Most of them are actually on board. I think I'm the only one nagbabakasyon po ngayon.
And they're also hindi same company, no?
Opo.
Ibang company. Okay. Pero lahat naman kayo active pa, no?
Yes po.
Oo. Kasi syempre, yes.
Yes po. Everyone is still sailing. I think they're really persistent in their career and wanting also to go on management level, not just ng operational po.
How do you see yourself mga 5 to 10 years from now?
I see myself maybe getting on greater roles, having more bigger responsibilities, or maybe in the office na syempre sailing pa rin, but pag nagla-land base, I would want also to be a mentor for women na trying to improve ourselves, trying to become better, and also raising awareness of what's life like as a woman on board.
So, meron ka ba mga role models na tinitingnan yan? Lalo na sa, marami akong mananame sa MAAP. Pero ikaw personally, sino yung tinitingala mo?
Si Captain Avellana po talaga. She's the first captain from MAAP. And yeah, I never thought that from my institution po meron na magkakaroon ng first captain. And yeah, maybe dahil sa kanya, I also wanted to pursue this industry even more.
Okay. Were you able to talk to her personally before?
No, not yet po.
Not yet. Okay.
Lagi pong nagkakaano ng
Captain Haveliana, pag bumisita, I think she's in Dubai right now. And talagang she's a champion of Filipino women, of women seafarers in general, in the maritime industry. So we're very grateful and very proud of her also as an alumna of MAAP. Ayan, si Captain Haveliana pala ang role model mo. Ayan. And of course, I'm sure you've met sina Chief Engineer Chomi, sina Captain Labarda. Ang dami ng, syempre, you're also treading the same path to greatness.
Sana po.
So are you part of any active mga women's groups ng mga seafarers?
We have this WhatsApp group called Pink Waves. We have this wherein seafarers from all over the country are getting in touch with each other, asking each other questions. Basically, parang yun yung group namin mga babaeng seafarers.
Parang si Casey, andyan dyan.
Yes po. Miss Casey Chin.
Si Casey Chin, yes. Shout out, no? Hindi mo pa pala na shout out yung family mo. Kanina, nabanggit mo sila. Gusto mo silang batiin.
My family's in Zamboanga po. Hello, Dad, Mom. Shout out po. I'm here.
Di ba sabi mo kanina nabanggit mo sa akin off-air, 4 kayo magkakapatid?
Yes po.
Ikaw lang ba yung nag-pursue ng maritime career?
I am the only one, yes po.
Okay. And yung other siblings mo?
But my youngest brother would want to pursue, pero sa Navy naman po. Armed Forces.
talagang you have the love for the sea, your family,
Yes
no?
po.
And I'm sure they're all very proud of you. Yan. Okay, so in your view, Miss Cristino, what should the maritime industry and the other seafarers organizations do to ensure that equality is not just written in policies but genuinely felt and experienced by women on board, active women seafarers?
In my view, the industry already has strong policies, but I do think that it lacks more consistent implementation on board. That being said, wherein leadership is a key role kung saan po ang, what do you call this, management level, meaning kapitan or senior officers should always ensure that there is fair treatment, equal opportunities, and respectful working environment on board. So that's very important na magsisimula po talaga yun sa leaders pa lang sa barko. If binabaliwala na po nila yung mga policies that we already have, then what's the point of the rest of the crew to follow? And apart from that, maybe because we have regular drills wherein we practice our response when it comes to emergency situations. I do hope that in my company right now, we have from time to time seminars for the crew on board wherein we would talk about awareness of harassment and bullying, which is not only important for us women, but also for other crews who are having a hard time. And maybe lastly would be siguro po yung safe and clear reporting system on board wherein the crew could hindi po sila mag-hold back on reporting if there's a problem or not.
Although we have, existing grievance procedures, pero siguro, because it's general any incident on board, siguro mas specific to experiences of women.
Yes po.
Oo, ayan. So, that's one of the things that we're pursuing with the women at CINI ITF and the AMOSUP women. So, as you know, meron tayong initiative sa AMOSUP, meron din tayong mga gender sensitivity trainings. And we also acknowledge that companies like your company do have their own efforts to promote a culture of inclusion on board ships. And you're right, no? Dapat sa leadership manggagaling yung ganong kultura, no? Of course, to lead by example para yung ibang crew would also value, 'di ba? Inclusion, diversity, and equality on board the ship. So dito naman sa Pilipinas, sa government, sa Department of Migrant Workers natin, we also know that they have initiatives also to promote women empowerment and gender equality on board ships. I know that DMW is trying to strictly implement yung buddy system na dalawang women on board. So what can you say about this effort of the DMW naman?
I think for me, as having an experience of being alone on ship as a woman, I think that would be very helpful because by that, wala kasi makaintindi sa'yo kasi ikaw lang yung mag-isang babae. It's very hard to let them explain kasi they would always think of you making excuses. So with having that buddy system, that another woman on board would be a great help, which would, siguro baka mas makapag sabi pa yung babae sa isa pang kapwa babae kasi nga not everyone could understand you or the way women think. So it takes another woman to understand another woman.
And it also helps nga to have a community like what you shared, yung Pink Wave, ayan, and AMOSUP Women, yung ating mga activities sa ating mga seafarers. And lately we're also trying to create a collaborative community with also the seafarers' wives. Yan. Kasi syempre, women to women, iba yung natin iba yung connection, 'di ba? Iba yung understanding natin sa mga experiences. Ayan. So, for the women listening right now who would want to follow in your footsteps, who are also dreaming to pursue a career at sea, what message or advice would you like to share with them?
I would tell them to always remind themselves why they started in the first place and to keep on holding onto that dream no matter how hard it gets, because there will always be moments of doubt and but there will also be moments wherein you'll see how far you've come and how great you've become. So just like what you've said, also it's very important to have to look for mentors, especially for women in the maritime industry, because sila din makakaintindi sa'yo. They will give you also advices, just as well as they would make you realize that you're not alone in this journey. So you are stronger than you think, and you belong in this industry just like anyone else. So just keep on working hard, and you'll never know where kung saan ka makakarating.
Well said, well said. And very inspiring message to all of our listeners, women seafarers who would like to pursue a career at sea or who would want to advance pa to higher positions at sea. No, don't give up, no? It can be challenging at times. Wala namang perfect talaga na industry, wala namang perfect na work environment, as long as you know deep in your heart, you know, why you start, your why. Tama si Miss Christine doon. Ayan, so what's your message naman to all of the women, not just seafarers, but all of the women in male-dominated industries who who are experiencing different types of challenges just because of just because they're women?
As a woman in maritime, I want you to know that every challenge, every obstacle, and every sacrifice, and every small win matters. We are not only opening doors, not only for ourselves, but for younger Filipinos to follow who would want to be in this industry. So yeah, keep on striving, keep on going. We are heard, we are appreciated, and you're already making a difference by just simply being a part of this industry.
Thank you so much, diba? Kaya nga sabi natin, Women Making Waves yung ating initiative, yes. Women Making Waves. And isa rin yan sa pinupush ng ITF because we are an affiliate of the International Transport Workers Federation. So women transport workers in maritime, in railway, in trucking, in civil aviation. So lahat ng women deserve a voice, deserve to be heard, deserve to be acknowledged, respected, and recognized. Ayan. Like Miss Christine here, who we know will be very successful captain. Yes.
Hoping.
Captain Christine. Ayan. Thank you so much for joining us, Miss Christine. No? Just a few reminders lang, no? For women seafarers, meron po tayong ITF Women at Sea. So you can explore different resources on for women seafarers on the ITF website. Just go to the section of ITF Women at Sea. And sa AMOSUP naman po, we have AMOSUP Women. We have the Women Making Waves. We constantly update po yung sa Sailing Forward. Ayan, kung meron tayong mga features and activities, of course, for women seafarers, pinopost din po natin yan sa ating AMOSUP official social media. So para naman po sa contact center natin, nasa inyong screens ang contact number ng telephone, mobile, Globe and Smart for calls, AMOSUP official Facebook page, AMOSUP official Facebook group, and AMOSUP official YouTube channel where we post the episodes of Alagang AMOSUP. And meron din po tayong help desk at amosup.org for seafarers and for women who would like to reach out to us for any kind of assistance. As you know, we have our own legal department which can assist you in any way we can. So, sa gitna din ng patuloy na tensyon sa Middle East, yung help desk din po natin, yung help desk at amosup.org ay pwede rin po nyong puntahan para sa anumang katanungan o kung may agarang tulong po na kinakailangan yung mga miyembro natin dyan po sa Middle East. Katuwang din po natin ng Department of Migrant Workers at ng International Transport Workers Federation upang tiyakin ang kaligtasan, kapakanan at karapatan ng bawat Pilipinong mandaragat. Para sa agarang tulong at komunikasyon, nandyan po sa screens ninyo ang contact details ng DMW Kumusta Kabayan. Meron po silang Viber at WhatsApp numbers on your screens. Meron din po tayong syempreng ITF Seafarers Support, CF Support at itf.org.uk, and meron din po tayong contact sa ating Manila Inspector on your screens. for any kind of assistance po, nandyan po para sa mga miyembro natin and for women seafarers who would need assistance from our union and from our International Federation. Muli, maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsubaybay. Salamat sa mga kasama natin dito sa Radyo Pilipinas, si Ms. Susan Aizon, Milo Jonella, J. Arevalo, Hero Lucero, Erwin Peñano, at Jerome Toledo. Justin Osayas at ang kaamusup natin na si Lara San Juan. Maraming salamat syempre sa special guest natin, si Third Officer Christine Reyes. Ang dami nag-akala na artista daw ba yung guest namin today. Sabi ko, hindi, maapalum na natin yan. Okay, thank you, Christine, for sharing your inspiring journey as a sea woman and giving us a glimpse into the challenges, triumphs, and beauty of life at sea. Your story truly highlights the importance of promoting gender equality and supporting women in the maritime industry. Christine, happy International Day for Women in Maritime. Ayan. So, sa lahat ng nakinig, patuloy nating ipagdiwang at suportahan ang kababaihan sa maritime, sa maritima, para sa mas maayos at pantay na industriya para sa lahat. Pagbati rin po muli sa lahat ng miyembro at dependents ng AMOSUP na siyang inspirasyon ng lahat ng mga programa at serbisyo ng ating union. Atin din po subaybayan ang programang Alagang AMOSUP sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko 738 kHz tuwing linggo, alas 7 hanggang alas 7:30 ng gabi. Ako po si Camille Simbulan at ito po ang Alagang AMOSUP.
All aboard sa talakayan. Palalimin pa ang inyong kaalaman. Alagang AMOSUP dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko.